Hello, Dragon Con. It's Jessica Moss, and I'm here with one of my favorite cosplayers, Ned Cox. So, what we're going to do today is just sort of talk about what it is to be a cosplayer, Ned's particular story on how he got here, and we're going to look at a shoot that he's been planning leading up to this coming Dragon Con. So, hang on for that. So, Ned, how many years have you been going to Dragon Con?
10 years. Yeah, I only took a couple years off because I was doing military stuff. But for the most part, it's been consistent. I've been living in Atlanta since 2010, so this is my home.
So you've been, have you been cosplaying the entire time you've been going to Dragon Con?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's been about 10 years since I've been cosplaying as well.
That's wonderful.
My wife and I, yeah.
Yeah. And yeah, your wife, Margie, who's one of the best Wonder Women I've ever seen in my entire life. She really embodies the character. I know Margie makes a lot of your costumes, and like you two work together. So what do you normally take on, and what does she normally take on when you're constructing a costume? Because it's great things for couples to do together.
Yeah. Well, what I try to do is everything up to the sewing machine. There's a lot of things that I can do myself involving the making of different armor pieces, warblers, things out of thermoplastic, the painting. But when it comes to the actual costume construction, I can obviously help with a lot of the drafting, cutting, penning, just get her all the pieces that she can then put together. So whatever sort of busy work I can do leading up to her putting it all together.
You guys are also involved with an amazing charity organization that I believe is local and international, the Heroes Alliance.
Yeah, so the Heroes Alliance, you can check us out, heroesalliance.org. We also have a Facebook page. The Heroes Alliance, we do visits for children sick, medically fragile, children and family in need, community outreach. Basically, what we try to do is provide a real life superhero experience for these kids. So, we'll come out with Superman, Wonder Woman, Spider-Man, Captain America, Batman. Anything that helps out the kids and their families. That's what we do.
So, if somebody wanted to get involved with the Heroes Alliance, how would one go about doing that?
Sure. We have a Facebook. We also have heroesalliance.org, which is our website. You can submit an application there. And it'll be forwarded to whoever's local to you, so you can see what branches are local in your area. Obviously, Atlanta's a big one. So if you're local to Atlanta, just check us out, see what we're all about. Outside the Heroes Alliance stuff, DragonCon's the place to be. I tell people who've never been to DragonCon that it's an experience that you won't get anywhere else. My favorite experience is most of the time I'm kind of involved in planning a lot of pretty large superhero photo shoots and gatherings and meetups and stuff, and that's just a time to get together with all of the friends you made over the years. What are we gonna do this year? What's the theme? What costumes we're gonna put together? And get some talented folks behind the camera and just create some really cool stuff. Obviously, a few years ago, we did an Avengers shoot and Stanley stopped by.
I know, I saw this photo actually back here.
Probably one of the
still
one of the top coolest things that have ever happened. And yeah, I was Captain America for that, and that was an experience you'll never forget.
Best cameo ever.
Definitely.
Yeah.
It's his best cameo, I think.
Yeah. So what is your favorite, I know this is going to be hard, but what is your favorite character to cosplay?
So I would probably say Captain America. I think in general, I like I like being Captain America. He's certainly a lot better of a person than me, so I'm always just naturally falling into a certain mindset and behavior. But he's the one that I've been doing the most for so many years now.
Yeah.
But I guess if there was a second, I mean, it really is fun to be Cyclops. Mainly because usually when I'm Cyclops, I'm surrounded by the X-Men, and there's nothing cooler to me than being part of a group like that. Usually people who love the X-Men really love the X-Men.
Yeah. You put so much effort into actually getting out the comic book and recreating individual images to where once you see the photos after the shoot, it's almost like you could put together the whole comic book. And I always just love the amount of effort and passion that you have for these stories. That brings me to Hellfire Club this year.
Well, last year we did the Dark Phoenix Saga, which is where we just took those few issues of the Dark Phoenix Saga story where Jean became the Dark Phoenix and
Spoilers.
yep, and then she died. But and then she attacked the X-Men. So we got the X-Men of that era in the appropriate costumes. And again, when you know so many talented people, I just happen to do like 5 different versions of Cyclops myself. You can start to put together these things, and we got the Dark Phoenix, and so we said, wow, this was great. We got some great pictures, and we all had a blast. It was a smaller shoot, obviously, and so we said, well, what can we do that's similar next year? And he said, well, let's do the Hellfire Club. Those few issues before where they captured the X-Men and they tortured them and all that stuff. That'd be a fun shoot. So we can get the same people, the same X-Men, and then we get 4 or 5 other Hellfire Club people to menace them. Well, this year we really want to focus on the sort of vanity and cruelty of the Hellfire Club folks. So I think that we're going to have a lot of things involving the X-Men, chained up, and they can't move, and they're being. All that great imagery from the John Byrne art from that
Right,
that
the towering over, and
the X-Men are all like locked up. I think that'd be a lot of fun to let the bad guys have, really, really express themselves at the shoot.
Any last words to future you who's watching this in your hotel room later?
Future me who's watching this, hydrate.
It's a good lesson, yes.
At least 5 hours of sleep every night. I mean, that's not too much to ask. Can't just live off coffee and adrenaline and the flash of bulbs from photographers' cameras. My God, man.
Yes. Plan ahead, future us. All right. Well, thank you so much again, and I can't wait to see how the shoot turns out at the convention. I'm really excited about it.
Thank you. Yeah.
Cool. All right.